welcome to another in our series of Independent Caucus candidate interviews. We're here this evening with Boaz ItsHaky.
ItsHaky, yeah.
ItsHaky. Bo is a challenger for the Connecticut 3rd District seat currently held by Rosa DeLauro. Boaz was born in Israel and is the second of 3 children born to Esther and late Sasson ItsHaky. He was raised in Kibbutz Ramot Menashe. After completing his military service in the late 70s, Bo traveled extensively around the world. He spent most of the 1980s in Switzerland before moving in 1989 to his current residency in Bethany. Bo worked at Gaylord Hospital in Wallingford, Connecticut from 1994 to 2003. He completed his Master of Science in Oriental Medicine from the Tri-State College of Acupuncture in New York in 2004 and is currently practicing in Orange and Cheshire. His past political activities include running as an independent for First Selectman in Bethany in 2004. In 2006, he became a member of the Bethany Republican Town Committee and ran on the Republican line for Connecticut State Senate 17th District. In 2007, Bo was elected to represent the 17th State Senatorial District on the Connecticut Republican State Central Committee, and in 2008, he ran for U.S. House of Representatives in Connecticut's 3rd District. Bo has participated in numerous political groups, including 10 Million Strong to Repeal Obamacare, Fairfield University College Republicans, Durham Republicans, True East Hartford Republican Slate, 18 in 1.8, Restoring Limited Government, Connecticut Tea Party Patriots, and Connecticut Young Republicans. On his website, he declares, "Golden parachutes make Congress a very lucrative place to be. I will not participate in the Congressional Cadillac Health Plan. I will not accept the fabulous pension plan, and I will not tolerate automatic pay raises." Thank you for joining us. We are honored to be speaking with you this evening and truly appreciate your willingness to be responsive to the leaders of the wide network of grassroots groups that have grown up in Connecticut during 2009. We will begin with the panel members introducing themselves with name, town, and a little bit about the grassroots group which brought them to the I-Caucus. I'll start. My name is Paul Maresca, and I'm the 3rd District representative of the Independence Caucus, and I've gotten involved just through the 9/12 groups and the Tea Party Patriots.
I'm Kim Welch, and I'm the state rep for the Independence Caucus.
Hi, I'm Linda Garmella-Fusco. I live in Shelton. I'm the organizer of the 9/12ers of Southern Connecticut, as well as with the Independence Caucus.
My name is Jim Palmer. I'm with the Campaign for Liberty, and I live in Wallingford.
Okay, so this time we'll ask you to make a brief introductory statement, and then we'll begin with the interview. The panelists will ask the questions around the table in order, and the whole thing usually takes about an hour.
Okay. First, let me make a little correction as far as my location of practice. I recently consolidated my both practices, and I currently practice in New Haven, on the right of exit 8, I-91 exit 8. I think that my opening statement would be very, very short, with just one sentence. I would like to again state that I have no interest running for Congress and for the 3rd Congressional District. I have no interest in power. I have pure interest in public service, the way it should be and not the way we see it done nowadays. And I think that we need to push more and more simple people as myself to go and be brave enough to take charge and run for office.
Thank you. And this time we'll start the questions, and Kim will start with the first one.
Would you have voted for TARP or any of the stimulus packages?
No.
Short to the point. Do you believe energy independence is compatible with free trade?
Yes, absolutely. I think that we cannot well, there are few things that we need to consider as far as free trade, and one of them is the energy independence is it's key for us to be able to it's not all, but part of our ability to compete in the global economy as is nowadays is that we need to be independent with our energy resources. And to expand on that, my take on it is very similar to the Republicans in Washington, where all the above should apply until we have some more energy sources that are better and more protective of the environment. So I think that all the above type of philosophy should apply. Drilling at home, tapping into our natural resources when it comes to fossil fuels, nuclear energies as well, increased nuclear energy capacity here in America as well. We know that in France they've been practicing it for decades, and I believe 70% of all French electricity is produced with nuclear technology. Of course, wind and solar as well, and hydrogen technology also. But all those, wind, solar, and hydrogen, these energy resources or energy technologies are at the stage of development where yet is not competitive enough with all other energy sources. But I think that we, from what I see and from what I read, we have plenty of other resources to go along by ourselves without that. And of course, there are also the national security implications as well, when we are dependent on certain of energy sources, such oil, for instance, from unstable countries in the Middle East or even in South America, such as Venezuela.
What immediate actions need to be taken to turn the economy around and to stabilize the dollar?
I don't know if there is just one step that should be, well, I think that we should put a very strong emphasis on jobs, first of all. The reason why we are bleeding so many jobs out of the United States into other countries, a lot of it goes to China, is because we are not able to compete with the global economic environment. So we need to do, in addition to creating jobs, we need also to create a certain environment where we would be able to compete global-wise, because this is that's the way the economy goes, and it's going to stay here for quite a long time. I don't know if it's going to stay here forever. So I think, in my view, the best way to deal with that would be probably to maintain free markets and go after those who are not playing by the rules of the free markets and rigging their currency in such a way that they have advantage over the others. And one big example is China, but China is not the only one. Germany, to some extent, does that too. I think that our cost of living, not our standard of living, our cost of living is very high, is too high, which put us in a disadvantageous position when we are trying to export our products anywhere out of the United States. So the genius that will be able to find the equation on how to reduce the cost of living, our cost of living, will do a lot of good for the economy, because then we would be able to compete with a lot of other manufacturers outside of the United States, and by doing that we would be able to bring a lot of jobs that we lost in the past and reproduce and remanufacture a lot of the products that now we are consuming from other countries around the world. And everything can be done with totally free markets philosophy in mind.